Hi, I'm Marianne from the RWTA, bringing to you another instalment of the Chilled Out series where we talk all things cold supply chain. On this occasion, I'd like to introduce you to a new member, Scott Young, Director of Young Guns. Welcome, Scott.
Thanks, Marianne. Nice to be here.
Young Guns is the world's largest container devanning specialists. You take care of the inbound and outbound shipping container process for your customers. Have you been working in the cold chain for very long?
Marianne, we've been in the cold chain, I guess, supply chain for many years through various sort of relationships, particularly in that sort of 3PL space. So I'm just trying to think now where we started. I'm going to say we've been doing cold storage or in the cold storage supply chain for the last 10 years. Yes.
Fantastic. And yours is a family-owned business, so you have a vested interest in it. Tell me more about why cold chain companies in Australia need your services.
Yeah, so, family business. My brother Trent and I started the business back in 2024, so we're in our 21st year. And Marianne, I guess over the years, we've spent a lot of time spending, with our customers and understanding the supply chain and understanding, I guess, the sector more broadly. And what we've realised is that, and this is not just in cold storage supply chain, is that more broadly in the economy is that we've got a productivity issue, and that's right across our economy. And as we get closer and closer into the sector itself, productivity is flatlined for years, and so what we've become assessed is that problem. So ultimately, and we think that we've got something quite unique to bring to serving that problem in partnership with the sector and with our customers. And so that's where our focus is, and that we know there's a lot of potential that needs to be unlocked as far as the particularly the human potential and the productivity.
Yeah, and look, in simple terms, really, your staff pack and unpack shipping containers. How do you see that you're, let's say, different to your competitors, and how does this drive improvements into the cold supply chain industry?
Yeah. So we unpack, we pack and pack shipping containers, and that's historically what we have done. But it's interesting. We talk about what is the business we're actually in, and we're in the business of unlocking potential of humans ultimately. And so we've even more recently moved into other tasks within the supply chain, because we think about, well, hang on, there's a task on unpacking shipping containers, but the human element is very transferable. And so we've started to get into a range of other activities around decanting, kitting, even picking orders, and so forth. What I guess separates us, and it's fundamentally what we think about. So we've got a problem. What we've realised is that only 20% of individuals and teams realise their potential in the workforce, and we look at blue collar, it's even less than that. And so that's the problem we've become obsessed with. And so how do we unlock the potential of our people for themselves to be better people when they go home, but also for our customers and for the business? And so we've just designed an operating model around that and if it's an operating model and a culture that unlocks the human potential. And we've seen, anywhere up to 300% more productive when we apply our model to a task. And what's super exciting about that is it's lifting all of the young people up, and we employ a lot of young people. And we see our business as a pathway. It's not a destination. What we do, it's quite physical work, but we see it as a stepping stone into a full-time role, into this sector itself. And that's probably some of the work that we're doing now, Marianne, is saying, how do we work together on creating these pathways into the sector so we can start to build the whole sector up, attract young people into the sector. We know the sector is struggling with the ageing workforce, but let's bring a lens for our young people that they are got so much potential, and let's not see them as for what they do when they walk in the door. Let's see them for what they could be. And that's what we do. We've got a whole operating system and approach that is completely obsessed with that problem and delivering that solution. And that happens in unpacking containers and packing containers and other tasks. Yes.
Yes, and it's all about the people. I mean, when you have happy staff, everything just falls into place, doesn't it? It turns into a team. It turns into something that's much more. It's much bigger than just work. And look, Scott, thank you for the overview and insight into Young Guns. We look forward to seeing more of you and your staff at the many upcoming functions around Australia.
Thanks, Marianne.
Thank you.